Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. KJ returning it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Denver.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Stepped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 18 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well. From the 24, Bridgewater.
And to me, the goal.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Josh Allen gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater out quickly to Judy. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. For the first time, the Jacksonville Jaguars set to go here on offense, led out by the new face of the franchise, the #1 overall pick, of course, from this year's draft. It's Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that went incomplete.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. Here's Lawrence to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The Jaguars are eager to see what Laviska Shenault and Trevor Lawrence can do together. Shenault was a second-round pick in 2020, and they're going to move him like a chess piece all over the formation and even put him in the backfield.
On 1st 10, it's Etienne. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd. They go play action with Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll run with Etienne. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work. It's 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow the completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon. That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Bridgewater on 1st down. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Nifty move. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played well the rest of the day.
Now Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with his 2nd and 4. Throwing, Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. We'll check on his status when we get back. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. And he's the Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in point, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. Right around the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 40 now on second down. Bridgewater got his man complete over the middle. It's Patrick. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Second down and 8. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And McManus able to put it through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there in easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on second. Lawrence. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it went well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. The trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down now, it's Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. They'll look to throw.
And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now Gordon on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Bridgewater now from the 50.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This intent. Bridgewater now. Over the middle, complete. That's Patrick. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. From the 24, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work.
And unfortunately for him, this montage, not highlights, lowlights in this report. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Lawrence will throw.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been. a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This from 25 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 34 yards. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gordon, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 19-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Williams. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos add on. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove down.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one, 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to let it go again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run. Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
To return, here's Agnew. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion. It's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking. Probably in a section where you're not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the